Hey mamas, it's Alyssa. Welcome to my home gym. This is my face for those of you who have only seen me in class with a mask on. So we're going to do a quick full body workout today. We're going to do some lunges and some squats. If you have a light set of weights, like 3-pound-ish like we use in class, use those. If you don't have any weights, you could use cans, like canned food, 2 cans, or maybe fill up 2 water bottles, or just do the exercises with no weight and just do the weight of your arm. Okay, it's still gonna be some work for you. Also, if you have, we would use a pelvic core ball, right? But if you don't have that, you could use a yoga block, which I'm gonna use, or a pillow or a ball that's like similar to the pelvic core ball. So pause this if you want to and go grab those things if you need them. Also, you'll want probably a yoga mat and some water. So let's get started with a quick warm up. So put your hands on your belly and let's start with that breath. Inhale through your nose. Let your belly expand like a balloon. Exhale through your mouth. Draw the belly in. Start to really draw in that belly, in towards that midline and up, actively engaging the belly muscles as you exhale. And inhale, relax down into the belly. Exhale, draw the belly inward and upward. All right, bring your arms up overhead and let's rock side to side. Press your hips out in the opposite direction of your hands so you really get a nice big side stretch. Then come back up to the top. Reach your arms way up high or rotate right and left. Waking up the spine. Now come to the front, one arm up, one arm down, and swing them back and forth. Reaching that arm back, stretching the shoulder so you're trying to get that arm past your ear if you can. Big opening here. Also, if you have any music to play, go ahead and play that. Put your hands on your hips, hinge forward, inhale down, exhale up. There's like copyright issues if I play music, so it's very quiet. Feel free to play your own music so you can just barely hear me. Inhale down, soften the belly. Exhale, draw that belly in and up as you stand up tall. Warming up the back of your legs, feeling that nice stretch down the back. Now I want you to squat down and stand up. Inhale down, exhale up. You can keep it shallow, it doesn't have to be very deep for now. Just getting the legs warmed up. Feet should be about hip distance apart. And when you come down, make sure your knees aren't pushing forward past your toes up here, okay? So keep your weight in your heels. Booty goes back, chest stays lifted. Inhale down, exhale up. Now straighten out your left leg, so pop the toe up. And I want you to squat into the right leg. So you're getting a little extra stretch down the back of the left leg. Folding forward, bending into that knee. And then switch. One more. Alrighty, let's make sure our shoulders are warm. So bring your arms out wide, thumbs down, thumbs back, down and back. Getting a little rotation in here. Palms down, let's do some little circles. And then we'll circle back. All right, let's get started with some lunges. I'm not going to grab weights just so that I can focus on what I'm doing and telling you. But go ahead and grab a set of weights. Or just use your bare hands like me. I cannot express enough how much I don't really like making videos of myself. I would much rather 10 people be standing right there. But I'm happy to give you guys this. So we're going to start with a forward lunge. So you're standing a little bit farther back on your mat, and we're going to lunge forward, and we'll alternate legs, okay? But what we're going to do with our upper body is a side bend. So as you step forward into that lunge, I want you to lean towards that front leg. Side bend up overhead. Step it back. Inhale, come forward, side bend. Exhale, stand up tall. Just alternating sides. Inhale down. Exhale up. And try to really bend into this. So you can slow it down a bit so you get that nice stretch through your side instead of just kind of passively bringing your arm overhead. I want you to bend into that a bit. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. All right. So now we're going to do a back lunge. So come forward a bit. We're going to reach our arms up nice and tall, lengthening our body. But again, not arching our back and pressing the belly out. Okay, we want to tuck the tailbone under, wrap the rib cage in. Strong belly as we exhale up. So we're going to inhale, step it back, and rotate towards the front leg now. Now we're rotating instead of side bending. Exhale, stand up tall. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, come up. You can take this slow if this is a balance challenge. You can kind of take an extra breath if you need to. But make sure as you stand up tall, bringing those feet back together, that's when I want you to exhale as you lift your body back up. Two more here. Awesome. All right, side lunge. Stand kind of in the middle of your mat here, and we'll just side lunge both ways. As we lunge out, we're going to reach our arms forward like you're setting something down on a table or something, okay? So side lunge out to the side, nice straight leg here, reach. Exhale, stand tall, alternate. Bending into the other knee, other leg straight, reach. Exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. These lunges with the different arm movements are some of my favorite full body exercises. There's just so much happening in your body that you're not even conscious of, all these connections happening from head to toe. One more on each side. All right. I totally said to get your weights for that, and you did not need your weights for that. We're going to repeat all of this again. So the second time around, your arms are probably tired. Second time around, no weights for those lunges. Now I want you to pick up the weights. I'm going to pick them up too, okay? Okay, so now we're going to do some squats. Feet are hip distance apart, toes forward. We're going to squat down. Exhale, bicep curl up. Inhale down, exhale up. As you exhale up, you're wrapping the belly inward and upward, right? Inhale, soften the belly as you come down. Exhale, engage the belly as you come up. Inhale those arms straight, all the way straight down. Then curl them up towards your shoulders. Two more. All right, let those weights just hang by your side. Add a little bit of weight here, but make sure they don't pull your shoulders forward, okay? So roll the shoulders back, nice flat back, and let's do a few calf raises here. We won't do as many as we do in class. We'll just do a few here. Just coming up high on your toes. And what I want you to focus on is being nice and gentle on your way down. Maybe don't even let your heels touch the floor. Just find that control here. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go into a side bend here. So let those weights come up and down your sides, drawing it up towards your armpit, leaning out to the side. Getting into the sides of our core here. Again, make sure you're still up nice and tall here. Not folding forward here. It's going to be a little different. Three, 2, 1. Alrighty. Let's hang on to the weights for this next set. We're going to do a bent over row. So hinging forward, chest comes down towards the floor, right? So gravity is pulling these weights down. Exhale as you draw those elbows in by your side. Inhale down, exhale up. Check yourself and make sure that your tailbone isn't arching out, especially if you're pregnant. You might be doing this. So I want you to tuck the tailbone under for a nice flat back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you draw the elbows back. Right close to your body. So we're not coming out here like this. I want you to keep it nice and tight. So you get into the back of the arms and the back of the back. Between your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift up. 2 more. Big squeeze at the top. Alrighty. Next, we have sumo squats. Spread your legs out nice and wide now. When you bend down and come down here, your knees should be over your ankles, okay? Make sure you're not doing the like ballerina squat here. So nice and wide. Pelvic floor is really stretched out down here. Going to give us more range of motion as we engage up. Okay, so stack your weights at your shoulders here. Inhale, exhale, press up. Inhale down, exhale, draw the belly inward and upward. Make sure you're light on your toes and your weights in your heels. 2 more. Alrighty. And the last thing, before we repeat it all, is a fly. So again, getting into those back muscles. So, hinging forward again, arms come down. When we do this, we have a slight bend in our elbows. So you keep that same bend, slight bend, in your elbows the whole time. And make sure your wrists are not hanging down like this. You want them neutral with your forearm. So inhale down. Again, check that tailbone, tuck it under. Exhale, big opening, flying like a bird, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Little pause at the top to really get that squeeze. 2 more. Alrighty. Now we're going to set the weights down and do that. We're starting at the top. We're just going to repeat all of that again. So no weights on the lunges. I'm grabbing a drink of water. Okay. So starting with our forward lunge. No weights. We're going to forward lunge and side bend. Okay, so alternating legs. Step it over, side bend. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Last one here. All right, back lunge now. Arms up overhead, we're gonna rotate. Okay, take your time here again. As you rotate, it's gonna trip your balance up a little bit more. So step it back, and you're rotating towards the front leg. Inhale down, exhale up. Take your time, add an extra breath if you need to. You can breathe down here into this rotation and then exhale, lift up. Two more here. Alrighty, side lunge, reaching forward. Stand in the middle of your mat. Inhale, step it out. Exhale, stand tall. That leg in the center of the mat stays nice and straight. Get that stretch through that leg. It's also going to help activate those inner thighs better when you draw the legs back. One more on each side. All right, pick up the weights. Squat to bicep curl. Feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders rolled back. We're going to keep our chest lifted. Inhale down. Exhale, curl up. Two more. All right, calf raises. Now, if you want to play around with the foot position a little bit, I encourage you to, so you can come pigeon-toed with both your feet. You can stagger, do whatever you want. But if you want to keep it nice and even, you can go for a pigeon toe here. Come up and down a few times, and then we'll go out wide for the duck feet. Just stimulating our feet from the bottom up in different foot positions. All right, come out wide now. Heels in, toes out. Nice and light on the heels. Strengthening the feet, the lower leg, working on stability here. And we'll have really sexy feet when we're in our bikinis. Alrighty, side bend. So draw that weight up towards your armpit. Take this nice and slow. Enjoy the stretch. And then you activate as you come up tall. Some of my favorite exercises are stretching and strengthening together. And these big side bends have a lot of kind of bang for your buck, as far as they're not a very difficult exercise to do here, but it is very effective as it wraps from the front of your core to the back of your core, getting into the sides there. Three, two, one. Okay, let's do the bent over row. Hinging forward at the hips, knees are soft. Arms come down, chest is towards the floor, right? Flat back, tuck the tailbone. Engage the core to support your lower back. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. You can get a little pause at the top to really activate those muscles before you relax down. Make sure you're not looking down at your toes. They're not going anywhere. Your neck should be in line with your spine, so you're probably looking 3 feet or so out from your feet. 2 more. Big squeeze at the top. All right, sumo squat. Come out nice and wide. extra wide so those knees are over the ankles when you come down. Stack the weights at your shoulders. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, pelvic floor is nice and stretched out. Exhale, as you come up, you draw that blueberry up the center of your body. Inhale down, exhale up. Weights in your heels, not your toes. Two more. Nice. Okay, nice. I'm sure you're doing a nice job. Last one, we're gonna reverse fly. Hinge forward like we did with the row. Knees are bent. Arms come down, but we have that micro bend and we're keeping a nice, almost straight arm the whole time. Big squeeze between your shoulder blades as you lift. Inhale down. I should have said sooner, but if you need to drop your weight at any time, you can, and just keep the movement flowing. Even just the weight of your arms is weight to work against gravity and do this work. One more. Big squeeze. All right. Set the weights down. Let's stretch it out. Inhale your arms up. Interlace your fingers up here. Reach up to the sky. A little stretch in your belly. Round your shoulders, reach forward, stretch that space between your shoulder blades that we just worked. Interlace your fingers behind your back, stretch out your chest and your shoulders. Try to lift your hands up off your butt and press your palms towards each other. Get a really good stretch there. All right, I want you to lunge forward on your right foot. Left foot comes back. That left heel presses back. Nice straight leg back here. You can lean into the front. Get that nice stretch down the back of the left leg. Then bring your right forearm down to your right leg. Rainbow your left arm up and over. Side bending here. Breathing into that left side, the left upper hip. Now you can lower your hands all the way down, bring that back knee down, and you can shuffle the foot back. Just get a nice stretch in the front of the left hip now. Runner's lunge here. Again, I want to remind you guys not to overstretch. Get to that point where it feels good, where you feel the stretch, and just stay there. Because with all the relaxin that's coursing through your veins, you want to make sure that you're not overstretching because you'll be more prone to injury right now. Alrighty, so gently press yourself back up. Take your time, and then we'll switch sides. So left foot forward, right foot back. First, stretch out the back of that right leg. So press the heel down on the mat. You can lean into this front thigh. Stretch the back of that leg. And put your left forearm on your left thigh. Rainbow your right arm up and over, side bend. Breathe into that side. Gently lower your hands down and come into that runner's lunge. So you can walk the back knee back just a bit so you feel that stretch right in the front of the right hip. Now from here, let's press it out into a downward dog. You can pedal the feet, bend the knees back and forth. Then walk your hands and feet together. We're coming back up to standing, but hang out in that forward fold for a minute. Take a breath, let your head and neck relax. You can bend your knees, wag your tail. Slowly, gently, roll yourself back up. Head's the last thing to roll up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And in your head say, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. Deep breath. May my child be happy. May my child be healthy. May my child be at peace. Deep breath. May we all be happy. May we all be healthy. May we all be at peace. One last inhale, reach your arms up overhead, fill your lungs with air. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, a good weekend if you're doing this on Friday. And I will see you soon. Bye, mamas.